Welcome back to the 100K Pod, Season 4, Episode 11, the return of the Shark. Here we are, guys, for the AFL edition of the 100K Pod, where every week we get together and get our best legs and put a multi on, which is about 25 legs or so. We put about $10 on it for the one chance to win $100,000 and finally hit the Holy Grail. Jev, welcome back. How are you, my good man?
Thank you, Darcy. What's green and smells like bacon?
What's up?
Kermit the Frog's finger.
Is that what you've gone with?
I swear I've heard that before.
Old even a goodie.
Like 5 times.
Old even a goodie.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, I am good, Darcy. It is good to be back. It is good to have the Shark back. Shark, how are you?
Yeah,
sir?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to getting your thoughts on my Brownlow predictor.
We can't wait.
We're about to jump into that right now, but Jev, it is the Chromosome Cup tonight, so we do have our
Come the
scars.
baggers.
Swans versus the Blues. The Blues have to be a chance tonight. Also, Threads Worn tonight, brought to you by the 100K store, which will be live very, very shortly. We have a million products getting ready to go on sale, and they will be at a premium price. Don't worry about that. Now, Dickie, as we get into it, the Brownlow Shark, we have been waiting for a few weeks for this, and so has pretty much everyone.
Yes.
Now, we'll get into the 100K bet from last week before we get into it, so I've skipped over that. But let's get straight into this, because this is why everyone's tuning in. I don't know how you want to run it, but do you want to go through your old votes? Or
Yeah, so I've got a top 12 for you.
Okay, yep.
Let's go.
So I'd love to hear what you think. So on 10 votes, we have Jordan De Goey,
Yep.
He's having a good year.
Tim Taranto. Some people don't
Nice.
think he's a top 150 player. I don't know who that is, but Zach Merritt, 10 votes. Got 3. He was unbelievable last week against the
Yes.
Tigers. Then I got equal on 11 votes. Noah Anderson, Jeff, your
Yeah,
boy,
stud.
Pyramid.
Stud.
And Jack Sinclair, 11 votes, having a good year for the Saints.
Yep.
Then I've got equal on 12 votes. I got Christian Petrarca, Lockie Neal,
Yes.
and Zach Butters, who's
Very nice.
coming with a bullet.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
you did say last time, I think he was at around $34. I think we were
Was he?
talking about him, so he's currently into $11, Zach
Yeah,
Butters.
right.
So he's been smashed in.
So he's polled 3 votes each game last 3 weeks.
Really?
So it's 9 votes in 3 weeks.
9 votes in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that playing
And
that
he's
well?
also, so he's polled 4 best ons this year. So
And the other one was against the Dogs.
he's having a very good year. Equal on 13 votes. So equal second is Clayton Oliver, Marcus Bontempelli, and Jordan Dawson, who's having an absolute.
So you have them
unreal year.
all even.
On 13 votes. And then I've got leading still on 15 votes, just is Nick Dacos.
Okay.
There you go, 15
So
votes leading.
what do you reckon of that?
Imagine winning the Brownlow in your second year. That would be impressive.
But so he's had a hot start, but
2
he's
votes clear.
slowed up. He's only had 1 vote the last 4 weeks.
Against North last year, he had 3 votes. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, that's when North were paying a bucket load, and
yeah.
they dogged it at the end.
Took him to beat him. He kicked a goal in the last quarter to beat
But
him.
it just shows like how hot his start was after only polling 1 vote last
Jordan
4
Dawson, I
weeks.
called it a couple of weeks ago
Jordan
on the
Dawson,
pod
yeah.
and stuff. Doesn't play a bad game. Always polls, like is Adelaide's main poll getter. Bont was your tip for the year, Co. You absolutely
I'm
love
heavily
him.
invested in the bond.
You're heavily invested in the club.
Lockie Neal's making a move as well. He's polled 8 votes in the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
And
He played some good footy.
Petrarca's one to watch as well now that Clayton Oliver's out.
Yeah, well,
so hopefully,
well, Petrarca's been, I know, because I've
I know
been...
you're heavily invested in
I've
Petrarca.
heavily invested in Petrarca in this one. So he's come into $10 here. So Oliver's been pretty high up the entire time. Obviously, with that injuries, boys, he's dropped down to $17.
Yeah, because
I still
I've
think
got
he
him
can win
too. Yeah. Oh,
He
What
might just come back.
what was he
and
got?
get
What was that 2-3? Does he have 2 then a bye?
Yeah.
3 games and a bye, and then
so
he comes
might
back.
only miss 2 games. So
Jordan De Goey at 21.
yeah, he's bought a couple of best ons as well.
Zach Merritt could keep polling. They're going to beat West Coast by 100
No
points this
Parrot
week.
either for a
Yeah.
month. So
What's
be
Zach
interesting.
Merritt paid
mate.
us?
Zach Merritt isn't even in.
Oh, he got suspended.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
can't
yes,
win
he
it.
can't win it.
Yeah, there
so
you
pretty
go.
much out of those top ones, he's had Jordan Dawson. He's into $10. What did you get him the other week?
34 to 1.
34 to
Yeah,
1.
nice.
Nice. Bond's pretty much, he was open favourite, didn't he, at the start of the year?
I'm
pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
him
he's
and
been
Clary.
around pretty
And
much
Lockie
around-
Neal probably as well.
So he's pretty much been around that $5. But Nick Dacos, unless if you got him early,
What's he? 250?
no, he's out to $3. I know it was
right.
$2.75
Yeah.
for a while, but
Short.
if there's so
He's
pretty much
19, man.
I know.
so pretty much out of that 12 list, you wouldn't think that anyone else is really going to come in. Sarong probably won't come in unless he's at $26.
Sarong,
Connor Rosie's at 34. So it's pretty much that top list that you gave.
Yeah. So Sarong's on 9 votes. Rosie's on 10 votes as well. Who else have I got? Matt Rowell, 7 votes. Cripper. only on 6 votes. Last year's winner.
Quipsy. Who's
Oh,
leading the Swans votes? Warner
Swan.
on 9.
Warner's on 9.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Parker 5. So
Warner
and
3 tonight, jumps up to 12, Das. Big W.
Toby Green's on 9 votes. Dangerfield's also on 10 votes, but he's also
He's too injured.
been injured.
So pretty much the only one that you'd really want to lay some money on, well, Bont's short, but no one takes votes away from him. Nick Dacos can have a few, but Jev, it's pretty much the one that you've been saying the last few weeks. Jordan Dawson at 4, what is he, second? Eagles second, and he's at $10.
Yeah, 13
Lockie
votes.
Neal can probably have some people take it off him, but Lockie Neal's at $12. Zach Butters, obviously, he's got Rosie and a few others, so they're the probably ones that you really want to. Zach Butters is at $11.
Yeah, it's a nice bet. Yeah, this is good. This is good, Co. Bet middle of the year.
Yeah.
Dago's on 15, so he could, if he continues this, gets 30 votes. That's a good Brownlow to
Bloody
win.
oath, especially in his
Dawson on
second
13,
year.
like 26, 27 votes. That's a fucking good year as well. It's going to be a good count. Can't wait to see in a month. See where it's at.
Yeah. So Dacos, last time I was here, Dacos was leading as well. So
Let's go.
see how he goes.
And your bet when you had, so just going over to the Rising Star, because a lot of people obviously multied into this.
Like
you,
me.
You know, Mitch Owens, you said had him, what did you get him coming
8
in?
to 1.
8 to 1.
What's he now?
So he's at 13 to 1.
It's gone out.
Well, he probably missed a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
with that
So you got Ashcroft still at $1.80.
Is he? I got him at $2.
Ashcroft at $1.80 and
Yeah.
Sheasel's $2.25. You think obviously
It's a two-horse
with
race.
Sheasel started, it's good,
Yeah.
but I still think Ashcroft wins it.
Yeah. It helps when Brisbane are winning as
Yeah.
well.
He's
Like-
not going to lose at the Gabba. He gets 25 every week at the Gabba.
Yeah, so I've got Bont into Ashcroft. So please.
That's a good
No,
bet.
that's unreal.
there
So
we go.
I really like. This is what should be such a good Brownlow. Like if it keeps counting out like that, and you're pretty fair with how you do it. You don't inflate. Like they had Nick Dacos. They reckon he was on 21 votes in 3 games at the start of the year. Like everyone's just like, oh, he gets 9 there.
Yeah.
So I really like the way you do it. And there's some really good
Thank you,
matchups.
sir.
Really good matchups this week. Now, Jev, obviously let's quickly get into last week. Good legs, bad legs. We didn't have the best week, Jev. Any bad legs
He had
first?
3 bad legs. Had Goulden for 25. He had 24. Had Jordan Dawson for 25. He had 22. And had Lockie Ash for 25. He had 20. Morgan's bad legs.
Morgs' bad legs, he told me. So he had Adelaide plus 28.5. They got pumped by the Dogs.
Did they what?
And he also reckons Tom Stewart only got 17 disposal, which is the first time ever. Apparently, he's never got 20. So
That's true.
bad luck, Morga.
I had to go. He didn't actually kick a goal against us. Dane Zorko, Morgs, we actually loved him for 20, didn't get near it. And I had my life on this, Tom Papley for 2 against North Jev. He couldn't get near
he
it.
didn't go
Could
near
not get a sniff, so he definitely won't be going near it again tonight. Good legs though, Jev. There was a million of them.
Yeah, Andrew Brayshaw 25, Ashcroft 25 at 2 to 1, Rioli 20, Steele Sidebottom 20, Ash Johnson goal, Whitfield 25, Cornelio 25. I had a bucket load of good legs.
Morgs had Richmond plus 10.5. And he also had Matt Owies, the greedy prick, for a goal.
He
loves a snake,
He loves a
doesn't
snake.
he?
He'll probably
Loves
kick a
it.
couple tonight.
He'll kick one
Boys,
tonight.
I had Libber for 20, Sarong 25, Charlie Cameron 2, Charlie Kerno 2, Degoe 20, and also Toby Green
go.
2.
Well done,
So
mate.
still some really good legs in there. Now, before we get into the 100K this week, Jev, buddy bet. Unbelievable. The mega buddy draw. It was insane. So for $15, Jev, what did we get to do?
Yeah, we get to pick who we think is going to be the highest disposal on the field, and you win a share of 10K. These two are confusing me, but win a share of 10K. So Stars picked Sam Walsh. He had his $15 on Sam Walsh, but there's going to be like 30 people on that, so you only win, say, $300 if he hits. I took Nick Blakey. It's only me and one other bloke win 5K if it hits, so let's go.
Let's go, the Lizard. All right, boys, let's crack into it. So we have a shocking game to start off with. We have the Saints and the Hawks. Jev, are we taking anything in this one?
I am. Jack Sinclair, 25 touches at $1.41. He's back.
Gun.
He went back-to-back weeks having 23 touches, but last week he went bang with 37 touches and 2 goals and 3 Brownlow votes, I assume, Co.
Yes.
He's back. This leg's back. 8 out of 10 on the year. Let's go. Sinclair, 25 touches. Co.
I could not find one good leg. So I'm going to leave this game.
I'll also be leaving this one, but I will absolutely love Max King in the personals just to come back. Remember he had the game at the MCG. I think he kicked 6 against them, and they absolutely pumped the Hawks. I think
How many
last
do you
year.
reckon he's going to kick?
Oh, probably 4.
Start at 4. and go up.
Minimum 4. I reckon he's going to have a big game. But I won't be touching anything in the
Yeah.
100K. Next one. Now, this is a danger game for Melbourne. This is when they were flying last year, boys, and they got absolutely rolled by Freo. And that was the end of the season pretty much for Melbourne off the back of this. But, Jev, who do you like in this one?
Yeah, so I'm usually Clary for 30 every day of the week, but I'm going Jordan Clark. Do you know Jordan Clark, Co? You played the
Yeah,
Cats.
he's played
Plays for
Cats.
Jordan Clark.
Very
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, for 15, he pays $1.22. He's 100% on the goddamn year for 15 touches.
What is he?
100% on the year.
And what do we love in the 100K multi?
Legs that are 100% on the year and your mum in a sundress ass. He pays $1.22 for 15, so that should be a tick. This will get us going. 2 ticks to start. Co.
This bloke's not quite 100%, but he's only missed one game. So I got Lockie Schultz for a goal.
Schultzy.
He's kicked 16 goals for the year, so he's a very underrated player. And last year when the Freo beat Melbourne, he kicked 4 that day. Yep. So I love that bet.
Now, boys, I've got to take my man, heavily invested, and obviously Oliver out. Petrarca for 25. Boys, it's still at $1.30. He actually did go under last week. Went missing a bit in the last quarter. He had a massive third quarter. But obviously, as I said, boys, with no Oliver in the side, look for my man to rack him up like a 20-year-old in a cubicle. And also, did you have another one?
No, you go.
And I've also taken Bailey Fridge for 2 goals, boys. $1.53, averaging 2+ this year. And also kicked 3 last year in that game. He kicked 3.
We're going to say that game last year, I don't know if you remember that game last year, Petrarca only had 10 touches and 0 goals too.
Yeah, right.
He was crook. He had mud butt.
Mud butt.
He was crook.
It's gonna be a good midfield battle.
We usually take Brayshaw and Sarong
Can you
for
bet on him for
25.
that?
Petrarca to have mud butt. No, we usually take Brayshaw or Sarong for 25. Brayshaw's gone into $1.18 for 25 and Sarong's $1.20.
He's in good form, Brayshaw.
He is. So we just left both of them out. It's like 25's hard to fucking get. And for $1.18, that should be an absolute certainty. So we left it out early game, next game done.
Let's get into it, boys. So we're at the Cattery. So it's a hard one to judge this one, but Geelong versus GWS, Jev. Who do you like?
You know who I'm taking. Stephen Cornelio, 25 touches at $1.33. 100% on the goddamn fucking year.
And we like it.
100% on the year. And I'm still getting $1.33. This bet keeps rolling. This is a green tick. Let's go. He is probably the best midfielder on the field in this game, so let's go.
I've got Toby Green in his 200th game to kick 2 goals. Paying $1.64, which is
That's
good
delicious.
value. So he's also kicked 3 goals in each of his last 3 games at GMHBA Stadium. So there's a good little stuff for you.
Good little start.
So hopefully that continues, Darcy.
I would absolutely love. Now, boys, I've got a little bit of a trivia for you. So we're going to just name the best number 34s to ever play at Geelong. All right.
Yep.
Is it David Scott?
No.
Is it Jim Allen?
Maybe.
Who? Is it Trevor Spencer?
Never heard of him.
Yeah,
That's 2 first names.
Don Scott?
Yeah.
Or is it Oyson Mullen?
let's
Is it Oyson Mullen? Number 34. He's debuting, boys. He's only played 4 games in his career.
Unbelievable.
Ever.
It's
of
unbelievable.
AFL.
And he's
He's
playing
the
AFL.
Gaelic wizard. So we're going to be taking him for 15 touches, boys.
Nick Dacos of Ireland, apparently.
So if Nick Dacos, how many
Gaelic
touches does he get? How many touches does Nick Dacos get a week?
30.
So if he's the Irish Nick Dacos playing at home,
he should have 60. What?
he should. But we're only going to take him for 15. Have a guess how much?
$1.14. $1.14.
$2.70. Sports bet. You're absolutely fucking taking the piss on this one because we
$2.70.
are taking this. Holy hell, boys.
$2.70 for the Gaelic wizard Irish Nick Dacos to have 15 touches.
He's 23. He's born in 2000. Shows our age.
Oh my God, we're getting on. But
We're 5 years older
Like you
than
think
him.
Harry Sheasel debuted, he had 30 in his debut. 5?
What?
He's 23. We're 28.
Very. Oh, fuck off.
Turn your brain on.
Fuck you. All right, here we go, boys. And also taking Jez Cameron for 3 goals, $1.45. He's kicked 7 in his last 2 games against his old mob.
And what about at GMHBA? He's kicked a lot of fucking
Oh, a lot of goals at
He kicks a lot of
GMHBA.
goals. Remember when he kicked 4 1/4 against the Eagles?
His old side as well.
Yeah.
Outside. He'll
Old
kick.
side.
He'll kick 3. He's actually out of form a little bit. He's been a
he
bit
is.
quiet the last 2-3 weeks. Look at him to bounce
He'll
back.
stick it up, Toby.
He'll have 15. Yeah.
100%. All right, boys. Next game, Gold Coast and the Bulldogs.
This is in Northern Territory, by the way.
TIO Stadium. So
I've got a leg. I absolutely love this. That's Ben King for 2 goals at $1.55. This is his last 6 weeks, boys. 3 goals, 4 goals, 2 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals, 2 goals. He's kicked 20 goals in his last 6 games, and I'm getting $1.55 for 2. Yes, please. Ben King, 2 snags.
Jeez, you look good.
Go.
Sorry. I've got Caleb Daniel for 20. He's hit every week bar 1 this year.
Yeah, nice.
And I've also got Ben Ainsworth for a goal at $1.60.
you like him as well, Benny Ainsworth.
I do love
Last
Benny
2
Ainsworth.
times the Suns have played the Dogs, he's kicked 3 both times. So he's paying $12 for 3. So I might have a cheeky little bet for the personals, just as a single bet. So
I love that.
So just
boys.
the
Keep an eye on
one, just
that
the
one.
one in the
Just the
100K.
one, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, I've got the ball to be slipperier than a bar of soap in a prison shower. I tell you what, up in the Northern Territory, TIO,
It's going to be a terrible game.
nothing in the personals, but this absolutely screams Libra and inside mids for touches. So make sure you have a look at that in this game, and also Ainsworth, because he sounds like he's going to be kicking about 5. All right, next game, West Coast and Essendon, Jev. This could be an absolute shellacking.
Yeah. Have I found leg of the year here, boys?
Oh,
what does
maybe.
every team do against West Coast?
Kick goals.
Correct.
Like, just pump them.
Correct. They kick a bucket load of goals and fucking eat. Anthony McDonald, Tip and Woody for
Oh,
2
he
goals.
loves to eat.
No, it's all good. 2 goals.
He does.
Do you mean like
He loves to eat at the feet of the forwards.
Okay.
He didn't get a kick last week. Cost him a long
Anthony McDonald for 2 goals.
He doesn't crumb it.
$3.15 for 2. $3.15 when they could potentially win by 100 points here. He's 100% kicking 1. Why can't he make it 2? Hawthorn had 6 blokes kick 2 or more on the Eagles last week. The Suns had 5 multiple goal kickers against them the week before. Tipper 2 goals, $3.15. Come the fuck on. Funny you say this. I actually don't have Tipper for 2 in the 100K. I've only got him for 1 because we didn't need him for 2. So it's only Tipper for 1 in the 100K, which is an absolute lock in the West. He'll kick 1. He kicks 1 every time he goes to Optus Stadium.
Speaking of kicking goals against bottom teams, this man, I've got a stat for you.
Here we go.
Stringer has kicked 3 goals in each of his last 4 games against the team that was on the bottom of the ladder.
Oh.
So I've got him for 2 at $1.40. He could kick 6, but we'll just take him for 2.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we'll chat about this early in the week.
Yeah. And then I've also got Mason Redmond as well for 20 disposals.
Mason Redmond, he's having a pretty good season.
He's a star. He was unreal last week.
Is he All-Australian squad of 40 good?
Yeah, squad. Yeah.
Squad of 40.
Maybe not 10.
Does he kick a goal in this game? Him?
Potentially.
He,
Off the half-back line.
he always comes through.
From like 60 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely love that. All right, boys.
Thank you, Darcy.
Mate, I'd love that. Next game, boys, Richmond and Port Adelaide. Jeff, can't believe how close this was actually for the line. Like, is it only had Port Adelaide -2.5. The Tigers, remember we discussed that? I can't believe that. But anyway, Jeff, do you have a leg in this one?
Ken Hinkley Cup.
Hang on. I just got to call Sportsbet and just check something. Yep. Yeah, so you've set Dan Rioli for 20 touches at $1.51. Is that right? Yep. It's $1.51. It's 100% on the season. All right. I'll be taking Dan Rioli for 20 touches at $1.21. $1.51. $1.51. This is my bet of the fucking season, lads.
Come on.
There's been 10 games this season, Co.
10.
Guess how many times Dan Rioli's had 20 or more touches?
10.
All 10 fucking times. It's 100% on the season. And I'm getting $1.51. What do we love more than 100% on the season? Darcy's moment of sundress.
An extra pepperoni on our pizzas.
And 100% on the season. Dan Rioli, 20 touches at $1.51. That is leg of the weekend. Leg of the weekend, Co.
I got Jack Rewalt for 2 goals, paying $1.67. Port's backline, suspect. Tom Jonas is out.
I'm trying to have a think.
Sorry. Tom Jonas is out. He's kicked 2 goals in each of the Tigers' last 6 games against teams in the top 8. So he steps up. So and for Dimmer
And it's
as well.
It's on the G. He always kicks 2 on the G. Yeah.
So
Dimmer. All right, I won't be taking anything in this one, boys. Let's roll on to the next one. It's going to be another absolute shellacking. It was actually a cracker last year, boys, but Collingwood and North Melbourne. Jeffrey.
Steel side bottom, 20 touches and a goal. So the best bet in footy is side bottom for 20.
Side ass.
Side bottom
I'm glad the footy last.
20 at $1.46. It's hit 6 weeks in a row. 8 out of 10 on the air. This just fucking hits. But it's his 300th.
300th.
We all talk how good Collingwood are and how they've been celebrating him all week and they want to make it all about him. I can see them beating North by 40 plus points in the last quarter and he will 100% kick a goal. Getting $2.12 for Steel side bottom kick a goal. Steel side bottom, 20 touches and a goal. Yes, please. He'll kick that in his 300th. Co.
This man's kicked 14 goals in his last 4 games. Brody Myercheck. I've got him for 2.
Can we?
$1.27.
We call him the elite medium because out of all the medium type of players, if you're looking at tiers, he's the elite of the mediums.
Your B graders. He's
So-
the best B grader.
So I call him the elite medium. Do we almost start to bump him up into the low elite?
I think he's all Australian squad of 40.
Yeah.
Is he the low elite?
14 goals.
The elite medium goes to
The
the
elite
lower
lady.
elite.
Yeah. It
Is
just
he a
rolls
low
off the
elite player?
This doesn't sound good.
He's fucking good.
Just asking.
So 2 goals, yeah. He's kicked 14, as I said, in his last 4.
He'll kick 2.
Fantastic.
Serious 4.
I missed out last week, but I'll be taking Jordan to go. 20-1 again, boys. He obviously missed out on the goal. Both of them are around $1.30 each. So take that as you will. I think that they absolutely pump North Melbourne, and I think that Collingwood get it done quite comfortably, and Side-Ass kicks a goal in his 300th. Last game of the round. Adelaide versus Brisbane. Brisbane will be looking to actually finally show something because they got absolutely punched in the mouth against Port Adelaide. Round 1, Jev, who do you like?
I don't have a leg in this game. There's nothing that just jumped out to me that I absolutely love.
And we love last game of the rounds, do we?
We do love 4:40 on Sunday, but I couldn't get a leg. I just want to watch this one and enjoy it. I think it's going to be a cracker. Love watching Adelaide at home.
Well, I found 2 legs that I like. So I've got Jack Gunston anytime. Paying $1.38. He's been a bit down, but that's
kick one round 1 at Adelaide Oval.
Oh, there you go. So a bit of value for him, I reckon. And then I was going to put Chase Jones in for 20 because he's paying $1.93 for 20.
Morgan's favourite player. I
can still get $1.24 for 15, so I'll be chucking him in as well because he's been having a good year. So he's had 20 each game for the last 5 games. So
I like the sound of those 2 legs, Sticky, and I'll leave it there. So that is it, boys. We have 24 legs, $11.10 to win $100,472.15. This is the week. Make sure you get on this. If you guys do want to get on it, make sure you get on the Discord. Only $2 a week. You can click all the links and make sure you get on right now so you guys can get this in your wallet. Gamble very responsibly. Here we go. Jack Sinclair for 25, Schulte for a snag, Petrarca 25, Fritsch for 2, and Jordan Clark for 15. First time in the multi for this year.
Yeah, 100%.
Jordan Clark, well done. Back in the side. Cogs for 25. Oyson Mullen for 15. Do you believe it? $2.70 for him. Toby Green 2 and Jez Cameron for 3. We got Ben King for 2. Caleb Daniel for 20. Ben Ainsworth also for a snag. Jakey Stringer, we've only got him for 2. He's probably going to kick 8. Redmond for 20. And McDonald tipping Woody Chev. He's hungry. He's very hungry. We got him for 1. Dan Rioli, 100% on the season. Jack Rioli for 2. We got Steele Side-Ass, side bottom for a snag. Brody Meyer check. Still side bottom, Side-Ass for 20 as well. Jordan Jagoe for 20 in a snag. And we got Gunston for a snag. And Chase Jones for 15 touches. That is the multi. What do you want? What? I love that leg, boys. Hey, thanks to the Brownlow Shark for coming back and spitting some absolute wisdom for us on the Brownlow. And the Chromosome Cup tonight.
Yeah.
Go Baggers. The Baggers just have to win.
Baggers.
They have to win.
Yeah, we have to.
Heaney kicks 4. Swans win at home. Chad Warner 30 and a goal.
Bosh.
Here comes the money coming up next. Darcy's last time on the show. He's got a 50 bonus bet left. This is must tune in because he's gone all
I actually just heated up. We didn't get it, but I was in the sauna for 45 minutes.
Yeah, and you just went to work in your head and you think you got the multi?
I think I've got the multi, so I've got to tune in to Here Comes the Money next. I know you won't be better. Blues tonight by 17 points.
Swans by 11 points.
87 against the Eagles.
Chile! Baby back ribs. Arriba.
Up the blood.
Your mum stinks. She's got BO. Ribs.